Hello, I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie.
And we are back with Bridgerton, episode 6.
Last episode, it was the wedding! Not a very exciting wedding, to be honest, because both of them thought that they were ruining each other's lives, which they were not.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, at the end, they realized that, had to talk out, had some sex times, which was pretty good. I think it was well done.
Right? Had some fun moments with the queen.
Yes. That's my favorite moment, definitely, is when they had to go in front of the queen and express all these things that they were feeling. And Daphne thought that he was lying about it, but that's the way he really felt. So that was really good.
Mm-hmm. I know. The episode started so sort of tumultuous.
Mm-hmm.
And then just progressed in a really nice way.
Yeah, agreed. We have the issue with Penelope, Marina, Colin. Penelope doesn't know what to do, but she's got to do something.
Yeah, because she does not want Colin to be trapped in a marriage to somebody who has somebody else's baby.
Yeah, and the whole thing with Marina trying to convince Colin to marry her fast, it felt really schemy, even though I understand what Marina is doing, and I feel like I can't necessarily
blame her?
Not blame her, but not, like, fully judge her for what she's trying to do, what she needs to do, but it does feel underhanded and schemy, and not to tell Colin the truth, so I got not good feelings about it.
Yeah, because I almost feel like Colin might still marry you if he knew.
Yeah, I feel like he would, because he likes her so much. I don't know.
But either way, it's not the right way to go about it with such a nice guy. Yeah,
and Penelope's just getting more and more stressed.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to go.
We got a little bit more about how Daphne doesn't understand that it's not that Simon can't have kids, it's that he won't have kids. She did not understand the significance of him pulling out during the sex scene.
But, I mean, they still have issues to work out, that's for sure.
So, I do feel a bit bad about that. Like, I'm hoping that they'll figure that out.
Yeah. So. The whole her lack of knowledge is just
because I mean
unequal.
it does make a difference, I think, and the fact that she doesn't understand that, she literally believes that he cannot based off how she was acting and stuff. So she needs the truth. Let's go.
I am, of course, talking of the honeymoon.
I'm excited for the honeymoon after how we ended off. I hope we get some nice romantic moments and the relationship growing. It's the honeymoon.
She's like, well, I guess.
Whew.
Whatever will they think?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, they're so happy. So cute.
I wonder what Daphne's doing at this very moment.
I'm sure she has many.
Oh, they haven't made up yet. I forgot.
Right, may I have everyone's attention?
Oh no.
I have happy news to impart. I have asked Miss Marina Thompson to be my wife, and she has accepted.
You didn't even tell your fam first?
Anthony looks pissed.
Oh no. Your mom, too. You didn't even say anything. Why wouldn't you say anything?
Oh. Anthony does not have a good lie face.
I was thinking you would probably respond like this, and how little I would care to hear.
Do you think this is a joke? Poor Mother was beside herself.
Mother seems perfectly happy to me.
In public? You're being stupid right now, Colin.
I know you were still rather green, and that is my fault. I should have taken you to brothels when you returned home from Eton. So if this is...
I don't think that would have solved the problem.
This is what comes of not sowing your wild oats.
Okay.
So funny is, like, I wouldn't be mad about it if I didn't know Marina was lying.
That's true.
You know? I'd be like, yes, they're in love. It's great.
But I also feel like if he had told him ahead of time, he didn't tell him because he was afraid of Anthony's reaction, which seems kind of immature. Like, if you're brave enough to be like, I love her, I'm going to marry her anyway, you should tell your family first, then, instead of hiding it first. I don't know.
You might find it a bit more titillating.
I do not doubt it. But I suspect Mrs. Coulson shall always resent me if I do not take her talk.
I was like, you're not the one who's going to have to deal with her all the time.
I cannot make head nor tail of the estate's accounting, and there are several letters from farm tenants begging an audience with your grace.
Very well. If I must.
This makes me kind of nervous that, like, something was going on with the steward. If there's, like, people begging for an audience and stuff, I don't know.
Well, I mean, it sounds like they might not have a good one, so...
I look forward to hosting our first ball, but I believe it would be prudent to wait until after the close of the London season, yes.
Indeed, Your Grace.
Does she not like her?
I know, I'm kind of confused if she's just...
She was beautiful.
Thoughtful, too. Most proper. A perfect Duchess.
That was definitely a side eye.
I mean, maybe there's some things she's doing wrong. I can't tell because I don't know what's the proper thing to do first.
It's quite the spread for two people.
My apologies.
I mean, maybe these are just like growing pains, transitional changes they have to make as they move from the late Duke's stuff,
right?
Or, preferences to theirs.
You're so far away.
Well, that is easily remedied. It's no trouble, truly.
They're just like, what are you doing? I mean, even the king and queen sat next to each other, so...
Yeah, right?
Then you may change it all. In fact, please do.
Now, do not jest. You must have fond memories.
Oh, I forget that she doesn't know anything about his history. I mean, Anthony told her, but I don't know.
It's different. Like, she doesn't know to the extent, you know?
Does this meet your approval?
Oh, without question.
The servants are just like,
He has nothing on his plate and she had like a piece of asparagus or something. I mean, maybe the servants are super unused to it because his parents were so not this.
Mm-hmm. Well, then also the fact that it's also been however many years since they even had anybody to like have to really serve.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I always like Regency reign scenes. Something about it. What is this song?
I know, I'm trying to figure it too. Is it Taylor Swift?
Yeah, I think it is. Dang it, which one is it?
Does that hurt? When you...
She doesn't understand.
No.
It's killing me.
Absolutely wonderful.
I know, the fact that it's just complete, like, lack of knowledge. Just, oh.
This is a full-on sex montage.
I know.
How often does that happen? I feel like never.
I feel like you never see a sex montage. I feel like they're doing it decently classy.
Agreed.
Oh, snap.
I mean, on the one hand, it is her house, but on the other hand, it's like...
Yeah.
These people don't have a choice but to work there.
It's literally unavoidable they're going to get caught at some point.
Right?
It pains me you should think every compliment a mockery.
Do you not pity me either?
I do not pity you, Penelope. I respect you.
It's so painful.
Well, she's also Colin's friend, and she has to hide this.
Between the two of them, they really will make the most beautiful baby.
She's twisting the knife for Penelope.
He is not the father. You dunderhead.
You two are so
She
absent-minded.
makes a fool of him already.
You are no fun anymore.
Was I ever?
I was kind of wondering that too. I was like, did you even really talk to her?
Very lovely with it pinned up next season.
No, I will look like every other young lady in the room, except less graceful and more bad-tempered.
Poor Eloise. She ain't ready for this.
You must call me Violet now. I insist.
This is not just delightful. To know now that our families will be joined forever.
Oh god, she doesn't want to be attached. I think she doesn't mind Marina so much, but she definitely does not want to be attached to them.
She's like, it's one thing to have Penelope over all the time, but now I have to see all of you.
And if it wasn't for this lie, I actually think that Marina would fit in really well with the Bridgertons, and they would treat her really nicely and everything.
I'm afraid that is not possible. Perhaps you might find another tailoress more to your liking across town.
Pay your bills.
She's like, money.
I've never asked where in France you're from. Ma mère était française, vous savez. Et je ne suis pas abonnée par votre numéro.
To be fair, her French accent is very, very fake.
She's like, from one con artist to another. She's like, what did you do?
Ooh, that gives me a little like, oh no, is she turning into Mrs. Featherington kind of thing?
I feel like Mrs. Featherington was a bad influence on her, for sure.
Agreed. I mean, the lady just wants to be paid for her work.
Right?
So what if she's faking a French accent?
That I've decided that all three pigs have died. I hereby decree every pig such a winner that none should be slaughtered.
What are people gonna eat?
Right, I don't think you thought that through.
Like the author clapping, they're all like,
The harvest on the farm have been poor. With the rents being tripled, we're struggling to put food on the table.
The rent's tripled. My steward did not inform me.
Yeah, he messed with stuff. Maybe you should have checked on this place a little bit earlier, Simon.
I guess the privilege of being rich and running away.
Yeah, that's true.
I hope it did not pain you too much to see me with those children.
Pain me? Daphne, I thought only of you.
These two, I swear.
I know, that's their whole relationship.
They will all marry and have children of their own, and we will have more screaming infants in our lives than you know what to do with.
You could be the cool aunt.
True.
I have all that I want just here.
How did I earn such luck?
That I do not know.
That's a pretty shot.
It is. That whole location is very pretty.
Deceiving Colin is one thing, but being at close quarters with his mother. Lady Bridgerton is shrewd. She has had 8 children. Trust she knows when she's being managed.
I feel like a little bit bad, but at the same time, I get what Penelope's saying.
Miss Thompson is such a proper young lady, is she not?
Have you travelled at all beyond
Penelope, give me another one.
Yep. Her face is like murder. To be honest, she's doing better than I thought.
Because I think she doesn't want to actually interfere, but she was hoping that would be ruined.
And it's so
Colin.
Oh. She can't watch it anymore. She gonna say it?
I believe you deserve to know.
Is there something on my face? Has it been there all evening? It has, hasn't it?
Oh no.
I have wanted to talk to you since the engagement was announced, but we've always been in company.
So this is something about Marina?
Her heart belongs to another.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Colin, but I have seen their love letters. I felt you should know before it was too late.
You really are very good, you know that.
Oh no, does he not care?
He truly believes they're in love.
Yeah. Aww. But she's not in love with him.
I mean, it seems like it's wearing on her too.
Yeah, I hope she feels bad. Tell Colin.
My own father does not want me. Even the Featheringtons cannot wait to be rid of me. Fool that I am, I truly thought that with your family I might finally find acceptance.
They're not even being that mean to you. You're not. You haven't even got to know each other.
They don't know you.
It's not like you guys put much effort in getting to know the family before your engagement.
Right.
Like maybe you should have.
I wish we could be married this very minute.
Or is this
so
just
it's
like
all
manipulation?
Yeah. I know. It's like I want her to really be feeling these things, but I'm afraid it's just to get the marriage going sooner.
We could be married within a matter of days.
Don't do it.
We just have to make it to the border. Anthony would be an ogre about it when we first return, of course, but by then it would be too late. We would be married. We would be together.
I hope you feel really guilty.
Yeah. I hope this is really... I mean, not hope. I think this is where it really shows Colin's age. Saying that, like, Anthony will be upset about it, of course, but, like, whatever, we'll all be together kind of thing.
Right, but what about your mother? What about, like, a potential scandal?
This just happened with the engagement. You're not willing to wait or, like, to even fight for them getting to know each other or anything?
I mean, maybe it's... But you can't compare it to Daphne's of, oh, well, they got to have a whirlwind wedding, why can't I?
The mom knew Simon beforehand. I mean, they had a lot of opportunities together.
Yeah.
They went on lots of walks together. Like,
You know, I mean to visit some of your tenants. I might deliver some gift baskets and...
probably a good idea. I mean, they're still on their honeymoon, so I understand she wants to spend more time with him, but
also
these people need money and food.
Again, it shows that they don't really know that much about each other. Oh, and I guess she's used to, like, always having people around with all her siblings.
That's true. It would be pretty lonely to switch.
If you simply tell me of your wants and needs, I will ensure everything is in order. I will ensure everything is done properly.
I don't know if she means, like, you're not doing things properly, or she feels slightly redundant.
This is her job, yeah.
I'm
like,
not
you're
sure.
taking away her duties.
Yeah.
I think maybe a little bit of both, in terms of it being proper, and then also, those are her, that is what she is trained to do.
Do you like a basket? There's...
Oh, no, nobody likes her.
Why?
I would gladly take one if I had means to carry it home.
Then we are determined to walk with you.
Oh, no,
I insist.
No.
She's like, you're the one person who will talk to me, so I'm happy to. Right?
I feel that I have done something to offend the village. I know I'm new to the role, but I cannot imagine what I have done wrong so soon.
Oh, she did do something wrong.
It was the pigs.
Oh. The pigs! It's all the pigs.
When you could not choose a winner, no farmer won the contract.
Oh, so nobody got the money.
Simply speaking, you snubbed them.
I'll correct my mistake at once. I had no idea.
Good on you for telling her the truth, you know? Otherwise it would have been much more awkward in the long run.
I mean, I don't think Simon knew either. Because he didn't say anything. Otherwise,
I don't think he realized. I mean, obviously he has a lot to learn as well, so.
Yeah.
Is everything well?
Ah, Daphne, yes, I'm simply setting up work in the East Wing.
Is there something wrong with the study?
Careful! She'll have to excuse me.
You need to tell her stuff too, though.
Well, I think he just realized how far behind he is personally.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even probably know what her duties are.
About being Duke.
Yeah. Like, he probably has no idea what she's supposed to do. That looks like such a pretty spread, and I want to be at that table.
A womb cannot quicken without strong, healthy seed. And
Oh,
then,
shit. She's gonna realize
just as
it.
she was finally blessed with Master Simon, we lost her.
Or, I guess it's the first clue.
But I mean, it also would make sense of her thinking maybe he can't because his father couldn't.
Yeah, right? But I feel like that was, like, straight out in the open. This is the clue.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
I don't like it, though. Like, I get it.
Oh, this is Marina's room. It took me a second. I was just like, wait, what's going on?
Oh.
Looking for the secret letters, maybe?
Or proof of something.
But Colin already knows, so I feel like... Oh, the
no,
getaway
she's
bag. She found it.
What is she gonna do?
She has to stop him. I don't know how, though. I think if her and Eloise were on the ins right now instead of the outs, she would have let it slip to Eloise, to be honest.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, it's hard to keep secrets from your best friend.
She was already having major trouble before the blow up.
Does she intend to show them to Colin, or...?
Yeah, but Colin already knows, so I don't understand. Oh, did she notice that they were different?
Oh,
because one's the fake one.
Snap, yeah.
It was a forgery. Marina. George never wrote those things to you.
We just gotta wait for George.
Oh, I know.
I am correct. You cannot deny.
Even if it is true, George has still not replied to my letters.
Maybe he can't. He's at war.
I thought you loved him. George.
Oh.
I was a fool. This changes nothing.
Penelope still thinks love trumps all. I mean, I get it. Like, she feels like she's doing what she has to do.
You love him.
What?
No, it makes sense now. Your objections, your meddling. You love Colin Bridgerton.
No, not of what you speak.
Everybody knows. Except maybe Colin.
If I am to be the executioner of this childish infatuation, then so be it.
It's a little rude.
Your love is an unrequited fantasy. Colin sees you as you are and regards you no differently than he does Eloise.
I understand why she's doing it, but it doesn't change the fact that it's wrong.
Yeah, I know.
And also, you didn't have to be so bitchy to Penelope. She's getting suspicious now.
Your Grace, these are the servants' quarters.
It's emergency!
Oh, her mother should have told her more honestly what it means.
Explain it to me. Precisely.
There's the chosen pig.
She probably feels stupid, which is so sad.
Because
he knows that she's so unknowledgeable about sex,
right.
so...
But I don't know if he ever thought about it, I guess. I
don't think he did. I don't think he really thought that he was, like, tricking her. I think he felt like he told her that he couldn't have kids. So, you know...
That was him telling. Yeah.
And maybe someday he would tell her the full story, but...
Well, again, it's that thing of he's been away. I don't think he knows anything about court ladies or how their lives are. The same as he didn't tell her things she needed to know as a duchess because he's just naive to those areas. But...
It's like the complete opposite of happened now. Like everything, this outside stuff that they're taking care of, but their inside relationship is breaking down.
Oh, poor Daphne. And she doesn't even have her family there to talk to. Like, she just has Miss Nolan.
Are you ready for bed, my dear?
I believe I am.
Like, are you going to talk to him, or?
I know, I hope she confronts him.
She does not look okay.
I know, right?
Sexy's so uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. I'm 10,000% not happy with this development.
No. Like, you should have just talked to him.
What did you do?
Oh no, stutter!
I trusted you more than anyone in this world, and you took advantage.
I thought you were prepared. I thought you understood how a child came to be.
You took my future from me.
I would have died for you. You were the one who insisted on this union. You told me I was enough.
You were both completely wrong.
Oh.
Poor Simon, I thought how it must pain him to know that he will never know what it is to be a father. And I never asked for your betrayal.
I mean, her anger is appropriate, but her actions were not.
Yeah, exactly.
You do not trick the one you love. You do not humiliate the one you love. I may not know much, as you have made abundantly clear, but I do know one thing. I know that is not love.
During that whole scene, she sounded a lot like Keira Knightley. Sorry, it just popped in my head.
Yeah. I mean, I think that she's right in that I think he didn't understand that she would feel humiliated and stuff. Mm-hmm. And if she hadn't done what she did, I feel like she'd have a better platform to stand on.
Exactly.
For what thing is more fragile than the human heart?
No, she needs some bestie comfort.
I mean, it's about time we two made up anyways.
Agreed.
It's overdue.
But I must tell you, I have learned that a grave fraud is afoot.
What is it?
Lady Whistledown, she found out.
Mm-hmm. Certainly sounds like it.
Oh, poor Colin.
I know.
But I would wager many will think her actions beyond the pale.
Oh.
Or perhaps she knows no shame. Can the ends ever justify such wretched means?
I do enjoy this parallel.
Yeah, I know, me too. With the voiceover as well.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
That was all
this episode, man.
Bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was well done, but it was all bad.
Okay. I guess, should we talk about, like, the moment first? So, obviously, I'm a book reader, so I knew this was coming. And I do think that they watered it down compared to the books. But honestly, I wish that they had just removed it. It is, I think, the most controversial part of the entire series. I can't remember some of the later books that well, so...
I mean, how's it in the books?
I think Simon is drunk, and I think he says, like, he's like, no, and all this stuff. It's been a very long time since I read it, but I do think that they, like, softened it for this. But like I said, I just think that it's an unnecessary plot point, in my opinion, because I think that there are a lot of ways that you could get what you wanted from this without Daphne raping him.
Yeah.
You know, like...
And I do feel like it's definitely sort of like a product of its time, because I do get it from Daphne's point of view, but at the same time, it's still set... I mean, it still just gives me such squee feelings.
The thing is, I don't think it's out of character. I mean, just a few episodes ago, she was going to marry a guy and be forced to sleep with him without her consent.
Yeah.
Because it would be worse if society somehow knew that she had been in the garden with them. So she's been taught all the wrong things about consent growing up, so she would see this as like a legitimate or an equal betrayal to his betrayal. So I understand. I don't think it's out of character. I'm just saying that I wish that they had cut it, and I don't think it was necessary. For example, if she had instead gotten pregnant, she could have been like, oh my god, it's a miracle, and then the whole thing would unravel, and she could be feel just as hurt, just as betrayed, and Simon would have to face the fact that, like, oh, we're having a kid, and he would be then forced to feel like whether he will, like, uphold his vows and stay away from the kid kind of thing, or face his, like, fear of having children.
The pull-up method isn't guguaranteed anyway.
Exactly.
She could still
that's
get
what
pregnant.
I meant. Like,
it's just less likely.
You could get to the same place without the plot point. And admittedly, I'm sort of hyped about this right now because we just watched another Outlander episode where I feel like just it's built up after several shows that I'm watching just happen to hit rape storylines all at the same time, and I am done. Yeah. It's not necessary. that you could have gotten it a different way, even though it is in character. I just wish that they'd gotten rid of it, and it makes me wonder why they didn't. Because I think the writers, like I said, could have come up with a different way. I mean, I just thought of that. Like, it's not even... And they changed a lot of scenes, so it's clear that they're willing to.
It's one of those things where it's a pivotal point in the book, so they didn't want to change too much from
the
the
Well,
original
they were willing to change
material,
Daphne and Simon's first meeting with Nigel in the hallway. So, otherwise, which is a very distinctive scene. So, I know they don't mind changing scenes like that. Because their meeting isn't just a normal, like, they met in the ballroom like they do here. It's like... this whole hallway scene with Nigel being punched out. So if they weren't afraid to do that, then I really think that they must have left this in for a reason, because I think this is something probably a lot of book readers wanted them to change. I don't know. That's just my thought. Obviously, I cannot know what they're thinking, but I wish it wasn't
there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I don't know how it's going to play out now, though. I didn't want to say anything out loud because I didn't want to, like, do any kind of spoiler things, but basically the entire time I was, like, hoping. As they were, like, getting closer to the bed, I was like, and when they were zooming in on her face with having the sex, I was like, oh my god, are they going to do it? Are they going to make this scene from the book or not? And I just...
Her face for that whole scene, I was like, this does not look good.
Yeah,
like,
right?
Something is wrong.
I do feel like she's justified in her anger, not in her actions, like you said. Yeah. Because I do think she felt like a fool. She felt humiliated.
I mean, I feel like there's definitely two sides of it. Simon he's so... I will say he's naive to a lot of her life, but it's not even necessarily naivety for him. It's willful ignorance, which is different. For her, she literally had no opportunity to know, like, all of society set her up
mom told her
for her lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
But Simon... fully had the ability to learn these things, but he willfully chose not to.
And he says, like, I thought you knew how, I can't remember if he says exactly like
of the world.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But just a few episodes ago, he had to, like, teach her about masturbation. So, I mean, he, like, knew, but maybe, like you said, he was just kind of, like, willfully ignoring it and thought that she knew what... Yeah.
Yeah, and...
So, I don't know.
But it's still, I guess, his willful ignorance does not excuse the fact that he really didn't sort of explain things to her a little bit. Especially because, I mean, she even asked, like, does that hurt? You know, there was a lot of clues he could have picked up on. And then either way, it still should have been more of a conversation than I cannot have children.
Yeah.
It should have been, you know, and I get that they're still actually really new in their relationship, so they haven't necessarily reached that level of intimacy.
Yeah.
But... at the same time, you still also knew it's what she wanted, and I think it did deserve more than a one sentence, I cannot have children, I hope you're okay with it, okay?
Yeah. And obviously Daphne was not right in what she did either.
And it was so sad, with just her on the bed, like, holding her knees, trying so hard to have a kid.
Yeah.
It was just all really tragic.
Yeah.
And then, what about Colin?
And so, I think... I'm happy that it happened. There's this, I understand what Marina's doing, and I liked her at first, but there's this kind of growing discontent in me about Marina's actions.
Yeah. Well, it'd also be different if she married somebody who was older, or, who wouldn't have... Again, it's that sense of somebody more knowledgeable taking advantage of somebody innocent. If it was somebody on the same playing field as her, it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, and what she said to Penelope... I understand. I feel like she was justifying it like, cruel. I'm being teaching you the realities of the world, but in reality, I think it was, I'm willing to step on whoever I need to in order to not get what she wants, because she is kind of doing it for her child. But yeah, get what she needs. So, also, I'm so glad Penelope and Eloise are making up. I have really liked their trajectory through this series of, like, how Penelope is moving up to join society. Eloise still hasn't, so they're like the break between childhood and, like, becoming more of an adult, and so they're, like, different places, and now they're, like, coming together, and Eloise is having to also, you know, drop her hems and move up, and
you can only avoid the future for so long, Eloise.
Yeah. I did like the whole plot point about the villagers and how much she doesn't know, and she did find out a little bit more about the Duke and Duchess. I'm kind of sad that it came from the maid and not from Simon.
I get it. I mean, Simon is not one to talk about his emotions, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I'm not... for me, the Simon and Daphne moments, besides, like, the end, are just kind of meh, because there's a lot of sex scenes, which I understand because it is like a major plot point. The fact that they're having all this sex, he's pulling out, she doesn't understand what's going on. It's like a major feature in their relationship. So that was like fun to watch and stuff. But all their moments are those sex scenes or this horrible scene at the end. I wanted more like flirty, honeymoony kind of
cuteness.
Yeah, like you're married. Give me some cute.
I guess, I mean, especially because we had so much sort of build up to this in the previous episodes where it was, like, just really nice, happy tension. I mean, I do have to say, for, like, a sex montage, it was really well done.
Yeah.
But
although sometimes I'm like, where's the foreplay here, Simon? Just, like, right away into grunting right away. I do think they were, like, well shot, and they're not at all...
And it was funny with, like, the servants and stuff.
Yeah, they're not at all, like, when you watch some, they're just really, I mean... Like I said, their whole plot kind of does revolve around sex and kids and stuff like that.
Again, it's that idea of... I do feel like they took the idea of it being a romance novel well done.
Yeah.
So, like, with that sort of gaze of a romance novel, I thought they did a good job at that. Yeah, I do have to say, like, obviously, in terms of episodes... I mean, this is supposed to be, I think, not a happy episode. It's sort of really intense growing pains for everybody and the truth's coming out. So, I obviously wouldn't say it's like a favorite, but for obvious reasons. But I do think emotionally wise, it was really well done.
Yeah, it was like, I feel like those were the three major big plot issues with this episode. The question is also about Lady Whistledown. Like,
how did you find out? I mean, there's so many ways it could have come
out,
though.
Like I said, like, so many people knew.
Yeah.
The modiste knew, probably any of her assistants or anybody else measuring her or anything like that.
Any servants.
The Featherington servants, any other servants who gossiped with them. We saw how much they gossip.
Right. There's
like, anybody could know.
Sisters might have said it while they were in public because they're kind of ditzy. You know, so many people.
We know how much people what they're willing to do in front of servants, and they don't even give a shit. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not surprised Lady Whistledown found out because, I mean, that's kind of her jam. So, but, poor Colin and everybody just, it's so...
I don't know how he's going to react.
Yeah, I am very interested in what's going to happen in the next episode with everything. You know, the fallout between Daphne and Simon, between Colin and Marina, and the entire families around them. It's a lot of tension. So, I guess we'll see. Thank you for watching with us. Let us know your thoughts on this episode down below, especially if you've read the books, you know, your comparison of how this played out and all your feelings, etc. We love to read them. And don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps us out a lot. We will see you in the next episode. Bye!
There's also the
Penelope, Marion?
Let's start over. Marina.
Yeah.
Are you ready?